Last time we talked, I had run into a major inventory issue and I had COVID issues. Things got really bad in December, then they got really good. I had one of the worst months I've ever had, something like 30% down year over year. And I was freaking out so bad. I went on Indeed, I updated my resume. I was like, I might really go on OnlyFans. Honey, I was stressed out. I normally sell between 80 to 100 units a day. We're doing like 15 to 20. You know, the rational part is like, wait till January. December is typically a slow month for me anyway. My brain did kick in and it said, okay, you're not selling, you can't make anything, build for January. And so I came up with a ton of products. Shout out to Leslie, my coach. One thing she had told me when I first started with her was do what works. If you got an outfit that's selling, do it in every size, color variation, add a bow, add a button, add a trim, add a set, and do whatever. I'm like, we can personalize it. Boom. People love personalized stuff. I went through every single thing. I'm like, oh, we have this in first birthday, but not second and third. We're doing second and third. We're adding a name to it. It's tedious. It's boring, but I just sat down. I did it for all of December. I sat down with my ad manager at Quartile. She was like, first off, everybody got killed in December. It was bloody. Everybody, not just you, but you're doing better than everybody else. Most people haven't recovered. She said, your account looks amazing. You're at an 11% take cost. Felt like the gun was away from my head. I do good slow in December, but I had never been that slow. And it was scary. And I was able to negotiate with my manufacturer in China to not pay all of my invoices up front because they've been holding up my stuff. I can't sell it. I can't make money. You got to work with me. They were surprisingly very understanding. So I was like, okay. And then Amazon Lending said, hey, we'd like to give you $60,000. I said, I'll take it. So I've got a nice inventory loan that I can use to fund the next quarter. And I feel good.
Had you done the loans before with Amazon?
Very small inventory loans, $4,000.
Okay. Is this scary?
So when I would borrow money from Amazon in the past, I was always very hesitant because I wasn't sure. I just didn't have the data. Stock is great. I know exactly what I need to buy. I can fine tune all the algorithms. And so I feel confident to spend all of it. I got years of data. Stock has said sell 80 of this and 20 of that and none of these and 150 of these. So I ran all my numbers. I got my helium 10, my profit and out. I'm like, I feel like an actual real life business owner. And then I have my call with Stanway. When you're in business for yourself, somebody might get excited to meet Beyonce or Taylor Swift. I was like, I'm going to get to talk to Stanway. I keep hearing about him and we have been missing each other because he just had a baby. And so we keep trying to book. And so when he finally showed up on the screen, I'm like, we did a deep enough dive for an hour and exactly what I expected to happen happened. I told him where I was and he listened, asked the right questions. He's like, all right, you're going to do that. You're going to hire a marketing intern, 15 to 20 hours a week. You're going to fix your funnel. You're going to just change this word here, that word there, that word there. You're going to get to 10,000 followers and you're going to do paid ads and you're going to go live and you're going to do weekly giveaways. And I'm like, okay. He asked about my numbers, my margins. Like, that's good. That's good. He goes, are you doing air freight? I said, yeah, but we're switching to sea. Yes. You're going to get more money in your pocket. I told him I started a giveaway and we have signups. He was like, yes, you're going to keep doing more of that. And you're going to fix your funnel here at this point in your email convert. And I'm sitting there writing furiously. I got the Zoom call, everything that was kind of in the back of my head, he verbalized and validated. And then he was like, you're on the right track. And 2023 is going to be your year. And I just needed to hear that. When he was looking at my funnel, he was like, you need consistency. You have the word mystery here and the word free there. They all have to have the same word. I would go with free, not mystery. And then he's funny. So like he had me cracking up the whole time. I left feeling so energized. My assistant, right? She's a business major. He said, go to college and get an intern. And so I said, Ayanna, we're going to get a marketing intern because we need somebody to do the social media. And she goes, you know, I took a social media course, right? It's like $1,000 on it. I said, are you able to post every day? She was like, yes. She's like, that's why I interviewed and wanted to work for your company. Don't you remember? I contacted you on your Instagram and I said, I follow your brand. She was like, if you give me 1 day a week, I will post every day. She's been great. I said, okay, I'll tell you what, Friday is your content day. And you know what? That'll be my production day. I'm in front of a laptop all day long. I'll work the heat press. I like to play in my fabric. And as I'm working, she'll go, stop, this is great. Let me get some content. So we had a lady that wanted me to customize something. And so she goes, stop. And then she comes next to me and she's recording. She put up the most adorable TikTok. And I'm like, oh man, this girl, this is perfect.
Oh,
I don't know why I was sitting on this gold mine. 2 more amazing things happened. I got an email from a company. Hi, my name is, I'm not gonna reveal the name. We're brokers for a private equity firm that specializes in buying Amazon businesses. You fit the criteria, we'd like to have a call with. We had the call. And because I'm actually like a real life business owner now, I could actually answer the questions. Like I know my margins, my gross profit, my net, talked about my process, my team size, my revenue, what my goals are, what my exit, what I want it to look like. At the very end, I said, I know one of the things is that I've got to have a stronger off Amazon presence. He goes, a lot of the time that's true, but here's a great thing. We represent a private equity firm in Europe and they want to build a huge mom and baby brand on Amazon and they're looking for somebody in apparel and they're all Amazon. So it's actually for this company, it's great that you're all Amazon. They don't have to learn something else. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. Now, of course, most founders like you don't want to stay on Amazon, but we represent other buyers. So for this particular group, they like you. We showed your shop to them. And, if they want to know more, we'll be requesting financials from you. But for this particular group, you're exactly what they're looking for. He goes, what's your number one problem? I said, knockouts and inventory. He goes, well, what did you gross? I said, I almost hit 1 million last year. I was on pace, but got slammed in December. He goes, all founders say that, all of them. Every founder we've ever talked to, they'll go, oh, we grossed 800 last year, but we could have been 3 million if we had inventory. He goes, so if you get bought, inventory is never a problem. You can stay on, you can design, you can run it. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm having this conversation. They like that it's very efficient and streamlined. They were worried about the fact that my designs might be replicable. And I said, well, we're in fashion. Branding is the way that we build the moat. I got the answers, buddy. I can't put a patent on a design, but we can sure as hell brand the hell out of Luke and Lulu and make it so that people look for us and search. I got more lines that are up here waiting. I just need money. I felt so confident in a way I've never felt confident before. Listen, I'm not ready to sell. There's way more money on the table. This was just the first.
Knowing your numbers, all that kind of stuff. Was that incubator, or was that just from years of doing this that you were able to do it?
Knowing my numbers is years of doing it. The incubator, all mindset. I made a couple of good connections. I booked my one-on-one with Stan. I made sure to do that. But I must have consumed at least 60% of the curriculum because I'm like, I know I can't afford to stay on, but I'm listening. And I watched almost all the pitch week videos. Just having that mindset and having confidence in myself. Like one thing he also said that really blew me away was when you're talking to influencers, they want you. And even though this wasn't an influencer, it's the idea that I bring something valuable to the table. So I would say just listening and knowing the questions they were going to ask. And then also he talks about the enthusiasm. There's one video, and I don't remember who it was, but they said a lot of times when you're talking to a potential investor, your business is one thing, but then they want to know about you, the owner. Like, what are you like as a person? Can they trust you? Like, are you making the right decisions? Are you excited about your business? And I'm like, I am. I'm in love with my business. It definitely helped. And I got an interview with Ryan coming up. I found out about Ryan because my brother-in-law is one of these people that kind of wanted to start a business, but never did. And he's always listening. He's like, you might like this guy. You have an Amazon business. You should listen. And I was listening to him and I was like, there's somebody that actually does this stuff that like knows how entrepreneurs think and asks the right questions and calls them on their bullshit. I went to CapCon 2 years ago and I was fan struck. Like I would watch him walk by and I'm like, it was Ryan. If you sell lemonade on a stand on a sidewalk, you know who Ryan Daniel Moran is. I've read the book. I've watched all the stuff. Kind of have a feeling I know what he might say to me, but I don't know. 5 years ago, Amazon came down and profiled me because they were doing a program called Day One. And they liked my story because I'm a twin mom. They actually brought their whole crew down here. They followed me around for a whole day. Then they had me go on the beach with my kids and they had the video. It was like this whole big thing. They set up my whole house. They rearranged my entire living room. They made it a fake set. And like, as I'm sitting down and then the makeup artist would come and touch me up, it never freaking aired. The film crew that did it, they weren't employees of Amazon. They were contracted out. So I had 2 points of connect, the Amazon guys and the production crew. And I'm like, guys, where is it? They're like, it looks like Amazon scrapped it. You might've been like the last batch before they scrapped it. And I'm like, what? Well, that was the best day of my life. I have 5 kids. Their births were wonderful. But the day that Amazon came in, one night I was in bed and all of a sudden I was like, was that really the kill switch or was I just tired? Was it my weighted blanket or was it the kill switch? Right. Entrepreneurs and moms, I'm excited about sleep. When I was younger, I was excited about going out. Now I'm like, I'm going to get under that weighted blanket. Got the blue light blocker. If you're on your phone, put it to grayscale because it'll make you not want to look at your phone. It'll shut down the dopamine pathways and whatever Greg Johnson says I do. I think I've been on my phone for like 2 minutes. I'm like, oh. I'm excited tonight with my grayscale, my light blocker, my on switch. I'm like, oh, I might get such good sleep.
Reach out again when you got more.
100%.
I love it. I love it. All right. Have a great evening.
Alrighty, you too.
You're amazing. All right. Take care.